so my husband won't forget that I'm online. Okay. Hello, hello.
Hello. It says 19 people, but I don't see anybody. Maybe chat's broke.
Uh-oh, it could be. It's been happening, they said. I don't know. Somebody type in something, please. Oh, I could type. Well, it won't work. Oh, here we see somebody. Miss Sundance. Okay. So we probably have a good lag then. It looks like it was probably like about 18, 19 seconds.
Whoa, that's a lot of people. Sundance, Angie, Karen, Linda, Stasia, Beth, Elaine. Elaine's on time. Hey, Nona. Hey, Renee.
Excellent. Oh, I forgot to adjust my camera. It looks okay, doesn't it?
Looks good to me.
Yeah, you can see stuff. You can see the stuff. I usually look at it before I go live, and I forgot to look at it. I distracted myself.
Hey, Tamar.
I distracted myself. How did I do that?
Linda says, good evening to all from Montreal, Quebec. Been waiting for this all day.
Aw, Linda, I'm glad you could join us. I mean, she was with us yesterday, but I'm glad you could join us today too.
Okay, where is there's Emergency Monkey.
Oh, Emergency Monkey's here. I'm so happy.
And Kathy and Darla
I'm so
and
happy.
Johnny.
Woohoo! Emergency Babaloo.
Emergency Monkey.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Kathy. Kathy's doing good. She's our other Texas lady.
Yay.
Yeah, we have to acknowledge our Texas ladies.
That's right.
That's right.
I was trying to see what was the lady's name that was in here last night who came out of the was it Jill?
Who?
Jill? Who says she always
Oh,
lurks?
that was her first one to chit chat, I think, in the chat or something like that. Yeah, I think it was Jill.
Hey Deneva. Hey Creatively Shonda.
Yeah, we had quite a few little newbies.
There's Elisa.
Yesterday.
Hello.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
Which
Lisa.
was fun.
I love it. Emergency Monkey.
I love it. I don't even want to know what the T stands for.
There's Lynn J. That's another Texas girl, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm confused about where Lynn is. I'm not gonna say.
I think she's the one I see every morning on the Marriottier going, good morning, on my way to work. Hey, Linda. There's Lynn.
Hey, Lynn. Lynn helps me out. She gets me out of jams.
She did the butterfly
Yeah.
thing today.
Yeah.
Hey, Joanne. Terry.
There's Terry. Joanne. Yep, Lynn's in Texas. You got that right. I guess that star is for the Lone Star.
Uh-oh. Kathy said the word is getting out about you, Rosemary.
It all depends what that word is.
Hey, Darlene.
Although I do answer to most words.
Uh-oh, Darla. I bet I send Navajo boy to your house, that headache will go away.
I have a little headache today too. I think it's from allergies because everything's really changing right now. And I think that's where mine's from. Or laughing too much yesterday. I don't know which.
Y'all were on a roll.
How about y'all?
Yeah, I know, because we got absolutely nothing done. Well, at the beginning, I guess we did. At the end of the day, we did not. that evening was.
Once you brought the dude out, it was pretty much
Downhill, huh?
over.
It was over. Oh yeah, we don't have ragweed where I am, but where I used to live, they had it. And oh, that really, yeah, that did a number on me for sure.
Should be dyeing papers with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
This
hope
is
you feel better, Darla.
this is my batch of ragweed eco dyed papers. Nobody can buy them because they're all allergic.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I need
do
to let people know what they're getting, right?
I was glancing in your store today. Do you only have black and white glue books available?
Right now, I actually, it was so funny you mentioned that. I was looking for, the covers that I was showing you guys yesterday, and when I was looking at, oh, wait a minute, look what happened. Oh, I just printed this, and it's all messed up. I have to realign it, and excuse me for the distraction. Look at the lines. I have to align it up. Anyway, so the answer is that's all I have right now, but I was getting some books together to make my other kind because when I was looking for the other covers, I came across some covers that I'd used in the past that worked really well. And I go, ooh, these would be pretty cool for some glue books. So
So in summary,
in summary,
I'm
there
gonna have something in a quick bit.
and because those also sell pretty quick. If you're interested, let me know so I can put your name on it and I'll just let you know when they're done instead of listing it because um those glue books go pretty fast too. So
which ones? The
um the ones that aren't the black and white because I don't have those in stock all the time. So when I do put them in, they go.
Oh, okay.
The regular glue books that aren't the black and white glue books. I'm confusing myself. Never mind.
It's okay.
Before I go any further, I need to line this up because if I need to print anything, it's going to be a mess. Um, I gotta find maintenance. Maintenance. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's right, your magnets.
Okay. Well, paper. We got paper. Print. I don't know why this. I love this printer, but when it feels like it just goes out of alignment, and then you got to run it through its maintenance, and then it's okay. So
I was so mad today I had to print a 16-page shipping manifest for a container I got today, and I'm like, I don't want to waste my good ink on a exactly, Renee. Help desk.
yeah, it shows it needs to be aligned. I don't know why. Are there any missing segments? Yes. Clean. Yes. Start cleaning. Okie dokie. All right, that'll take a few minutes. Okay, so
Look at you multitasking. Hey, look at Brooke got a notification.
amazing. What is
Awesome.
going on in this world? All right. One thing how long have we been here? Okay, let's just start chit chatting. One thing I wanted to point out, like I mentioned last night, there's quite a few new ones to my kits and also new ones to making junk journals. Of course, then they're going to be new to these videos. So I just wanted to stress that when I'm doing these tutorials, I'm not doing them super slow so that you work along with me necessarily. They're to inspire you and get ideas and maybe come back and view the video because it'll be up on YouTube. And then you can come back at your leisure and watch the video like if when you were to purchase a workshop, you can watch it, stop it, work on it, continue. And that way, if you're watching it live with me right now, don't put pressure on yourself to try and keep up with what we're doing. So just relax, have your supplies out there, look at the supplies that you received, look at what I'm doing with them, and you may choose to do something different with your supplies. So don't feel pressure to do anything right now. Just relax, have fun, ask questions if I'm doing something and you're unfamiliar with that technique because you're new to it. And I might just go too fast because I just assume people know what I'm talking about, even though I usually don't know what I'm talking about. Do not hesitate to ask a question. Remember, no questions are dumb questions. They're all smart questions. So feel free to just type in there, put it on all capitals. We don't care if you holler at us. We prefer that you do. And then Susan will get my attention and she'll ask the question and then I'll try to answer it. So that's how we're going to approach it tonight for those that haven't been to my tutorials and that are new to junk journaling. So don't put pressure on yourselves because then if I feel you're putting pressure, then I'm freaking out. So let's just all relax. I think. Okay, let's see if this thing's gone through its little routine.
So
Okay.
this says Native American Kit Tutorial 2. When did you do Tutorial 1?
Yesterday.
No, that was a
We
scenic
did
tour of.
no, we went over some of the past things that we did that we're going to apply to this one. I said, where were you? Your memory just went blank after the other stuff.
That's right. Let me tell you how stupid she got.
Okay, let's see if this fixes this up. Uh-huh. We'll see. We'll have to reprint that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Shonda says she watches and then goes back and starts.
Yeah. Unlike a few people that already have their books done and I haven't even started showing anything.
Joggles.
We won't name them.
Peggy.
Okay, so I have to reprint these unless I just, well, we'll see. If I end up using them, let me just reprint it now so I'm not worried about it later in case I decide to use these. And which one is this? Ooh, the one with the horsey. I like the one with the horsey. And which one is that one? And you guys that are in the group, these that you're looking at right here, they're in the group for you to print for free. Well, now what are they up to?
Joggle said, LOL, heard my name. Are you going to use that one with the deer with the Mickey Mouse hat on back there?
Oh, yeah, maybe, but he's printed okay. It was the last two that kind of messed up.
Oh, they'll be good for collage.
Yeah, exactly. And then this guy, the little, what do you call this guy? The little trumpet player thingamajigger guy?
Cocapelli or.
Oh, there you go. I know they have a name. I just don't know what it is.
All right, that's your cue, Janice.
Oh, that's not it. Where is this one? Huh. Got the horse. I can't even recognize my own stuff. Isn't that sad? I'm going to have to click on everything to find it now. No.
Good evening, Nana.
No.
Corner.
No. Oh, there it is. Print. Print. Yay. All right. So.
Are you back home from visiting your daughter?
Okay, let me close these things out and we can get started. Woo. Oh, yeah. That looks better. Looks like it's supposed to. Okay, so I was filling a couple of orders for some of my eco printing that for that. Oh,
Hey,
look at that! Oh my gosh,
what happened?
but I actually like it. I didn't realize that they all did it until I looked at her face. Look at her face. Look at the lines on there. So that I have to redo the first batch completely. But anyway, so I was filling an order and I was looking through my stuff because I always add a little something in there, a little grungy something. And I realized I had some leftover um the ones that I boiled the file folder things that have there's a certain name for those. I forget what the expandable ones. What are those called? I forgot the name
Pin,
of
is
the
it
what?
is it Appendiflex?
Yes, yes. I remember I cut those in half and I boiled them. And I don't know if you remember, but that's what I did. And I had a few of them that I had set aside and forgot I set them aside. So I thought I'd make one, use one of those for a cover for something because they look so cool. I'll get them in a second. Let me get these printed and then I can move
That's
on.
for industrial.
Yeah,
Hey, Ava.
I think so. I think that's when we used it. Do I need to do that one over again? This one's okay. Probably these two I need to do over. And let me print that. Here I thought I was all ready, and these crazy printer decided to get goofy on me. That's what I get for being prepared or trying to be.
It's all right. I don't know why it does that though. Mine did it like after the fourth print thing, and Johnny told me, no, you gotta. And I was like, oh man, align it or
Yeah. I mean, it's simple, but it's just like, well, why did it do it in the first place, Okay. These little guys, where is that one? Oh, there it is. Print that, and then we're all set. Okay. Because I wanted to use these and on one of the books for the cover. That's why I need to print them out.
So, can I ask how did not getting back on that subject, but how did you print the gentleman on canvas?
I didn't. I had it done.
Oh, you had it done. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're all set, I think. The other ones are still printing, but that's okay. And that one I could still use because I can cut those parts out. All right. So I went like I thought I would take my own advice, and I went looking for maybe pieces of fabric that would go with this kind of a look. Now I had dyed this for those other fall journals that I made, and this is the last piece that I have. But I thought that would kind of look kind of cool. I have some pieces of my Canta quilt. They're small pieces, but they still could work. And they kind of go with, I think, the look. And those of you that have bought kits for me in the past, you probably have pieces of these Canta quilts in there. And then I had a piece of, I think you guys got a piece of that in your kit. But I had a piece of this left over, which I was thankful because I didn't think I had any. And then this was a little bit larger piece from one of those Canta quilts.
I
So
like that one. That looks very
yeah. And then
tribal.
yeah. And then the African mud cloth, some of you guys have some of it that you got from me. And their designs and North American designs are the same. They're virtually the same. So I thought that those would look kind of cool also. If you had little pieces of that to stick inside of your journal. And then was sent this. I'm not really sure what it is.
Dishcloth.
No, it's not. It looks like it's like I don't know. Maybe somebody was starting to make something. It was going to be a little bag or something. I don't know. But this is really cool. But then when I looked in the inside's even cooler. Look at that. It almost it almost looks like the beadwork,
Oh yeah.
doesn't it? I mean, they're both cool, but I really, really like the inside. So that is something I saw in my stash. And then way back one evening when we were just goofing around, remember I did this? And I thought that might look kind of cute.
Hey,
Someone,
Nana,
hmm?
Nana said, "What is the next kit you're selling? I was just looking at your workshops, and this one isn't in it."
Because this sold out.
I love that right there, that bird.
This kit is the one that I was selling this month, which is October, and they're sold out. So I don't have November's kit up yet. Yeah. So, so these are just a few of the things I came across. Some of them you're familiar with because you've seen them. Some of them you may even have in your stash from the stuff that you've bought from me. So, haul those kits out, even if you haven't worked on them yet. Haul them out and see if you can get some little pieces parts from those kits to apply to this one.
Linda,
And you might have more stuff than you think.
Linda said, "Could that be Ada cloth?
Could be what?
Could that be Ada cloth?"
I have no idea what that is. That's interesting. What is that?
Not sure.
Is she talking about this, or what is she
Oh,
referring to?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. But it's gorgeous. Whatever this is. So anyway, so I suggest, like last night I got 3 messages from 3 different people that they went looking through their books like we talked about last night, and 2 people actually found some books that had some of Curtis's photographs in it. They didn't even know they had it because they had had them forever. And so they go, whoo-hoo! So now they have stuff to incorporate in their journals.
The toaster cover, Eileen said. Oh, Nana's talking. Did you do the plaster kit? That's a class.
Yeah, that's a class. I think it's still up. I didn't close it, did I? Sometimes I close things and forget. No, it's still there. Okay. So anyway, so I suggest that you go looking through all of your stuff because you'll never know what you're going to find. That's number 1. All right. So let's get some of these books that we looked at yesterday, some of the cardboard pieces. Remember, this was, kind of dangling from there. So I went ahead and just cut that off. And
Hey, Nikki.
let me get this over here.
Jean said, "Please don't close the plaster class. I'm only halfway through."
No, I wouldn't close it to watch it. I might remove it from purchasing it.
So Linda said, "Yes, that Ada cloth is used as a base for cross stitch. Comes in different colors and I believe different scales. Hose."
Oh. Yeah, because it is pretty cool stuff. It's different. I love the way it feels. I'll have to look that up. And I don't know. I don't think this is done by hand, but it might be. I don't know how that part right there would be by hand. I could see how this would be. But who knows? Some of these ladies are so proficient. They might have gone in between every single little stitch there. Yeah, maybe that is by hand. Anyway, I love it. So that's that. And to back to these. Some of you ladies bought these. So you might have these in your stash. And this would make a really cool cover for the book. And I got the lady and I thought, oh, she looks pretty cool there. And I thought that would be a neat cover. So, I know you guys have a lot of stuff, but if you just looked at the stuff you got from me, because I tend to go with the grunge kind of stuff, you might find stuff that will work perfectly. Even if you didn't get this month's kit, you may have enough stuff from the other kits to make something pretty cool.
Nana said, I just can't believe the amazing things you find. Such fantastic kits.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Linda says, I remember some weaving like that in Girl Scouts a long time ago.
It's really pretty. It's really pretty. All right, so this book, let me give you some measurements because I usually get asked that and I always forget to share. That's one of my big problems, sharing the size. This is 9 1/4. This is kind of a big, because it was an encyclopedia, right? So 9 1/4. And this one is 6 1/4. So that gives you the idea of the size of this book. Now, what I thought would be kind of fun is to, because ultimately what I want to do, I want to stack the cover like we did this one. A lot of you have liked this idea, so I thought we'd go through it step by step and concentrate on the cover right now because nothing else has to be made because of the way that we're going to be putting the signatures in. So we can go ahead and put a lot of stuff on it because it's not going to be cumbersome when we do other stuff. It really isn't. So let's go ahead and figure out how we want to construct this particular one. Now, obviously, this cover is not going to be exposed like this one is because, that's ugly. So you have several choices. You can cover it up with cloth. You can paint over it. You can put paper over it. It's really, the aesthetic of what you're looking for. You can do anything you want on the cover. Because we're going to create some additional bulk, I think I'm going to stay away from the fabric because that's, going to be bulky enough. And so I want to kind of keep it flat. So then I decide, okay, then I'm either going to put some paper or I'm going to paint it, or a combination of both. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So right away, I've already decided that. Now you may decide that you like the look of, more of it being chunky and bulky. And if that's what you like, then go for it and put some fabric on your cover. Now, I have some of these that were in the group that, in case you didn't get the kit or weren't able to get the kit, these are available in the Facebook group. If you are on Facebook, that might be something that you might want to take advantage of and just printing those out, because I think I'm going to put a little bit of like a collage or something of these. And it doesn't matter how I place them necessarily, because as you can see, most of it's going to get covered up. You're just going to see the edges. So knowing that you're probably just going to see the edges, whatever part of the printout you kind of favor, will kind of see if you can, be exposed a little bit.
Hey, Jim.
And so to know better, where you want to put it, then you have to decide what size of this little thing you're going to make. Now, this came out of a old Victorian album, but we're going to make one from scratch. It's just 2 pieces of cardboard. It's not really a big deal. So decide what size you're going to want to play with.
So Nana's saying, so this is the second kit tutorial for this kit. So
yes, yesterday what we did is because we've been doing them all year. So we started last January. And so I just recapped some of the things that we learned for those that were new. And that was like how to make the stamps and things like that, because all of these were done with handmade stamps. So I showed yesterday how to make these stamps. I have a printout. A printout came with the kit, and then we used these figures to make these stamps. So that's one of the things we went over yesterday, how to do that. And we talked about different types of covers that you can use for the books. And I know we talked about a lot of things. I don't remember what we talked about anymore.
Navajos. Hey, Barb.
It was kind of an overview of things that we'd already learned for those that are new to the kits and the stuff that we do. So you might want to review that. It's like the stream yesterday was extremely long, but if you just watch like the first hour and a half or so, you'll get all these little tidbits that might help you out if you're working on a kit similar to this. So I am going to decide right now. I have these little pieces of cardboard. They're kind of flimsy, but these are the ones that I want to use for this. Now this is pretty thick, but when you put those together, it's got enough. It's got enough to it. It's just that I don't want to be cutting through thick things because you know me and knives. We're not friends. So let me cut. Let me measure what size this is. You might want to write down the measurement if you want to make it kind of sort of the same size. Let me get my pencil. Where's my pencil? So this one is 4 inches across and 5 inches long. So 5 this way and 4 this way. And so I'm going to cut 2 of those that size to create this because we need 2 of them because we're going to sandwich whatever it is we have. We might have some acetate, you might have old packaging, or you may not want to put anything in there, but I'm going to cut out a window. You may want to just glue a picture on here. You may not want it to be a see-through if you don't have packaging or acetate of any kind. You may choose just to cut the rectangle and glue onto the top your picture, maybe one of the printouts that you have. All right, so let's go back. 4 inches. Well, this is what? Maybe I should just do this in half. Uh-oh. What's half of 7 3/4?
3 3/4. No. 7.
No, it can't be.
3 1/2 is 7, and 3/4 in half.
I'm gonna put it right here.
3 1/2 and some ticks.
That's right. So if I go 3 1/2 and a tick that way, and then this is how I used to have to do lumber because it never worked. Wait, that's not right. 3 1/2. What did I do wrong? How is that possible? I'm way off, whatever I did.
3 3/8 or 1.875. Thank you, Ken.
7 3/4. Half of 7 3/4 is what? 3 3/8?
Yeah, 3 3/8.
Okie dokie. All right, 3 3/8. I am definitely, well, you know me and my numbers and everything else, so just give me a second here. 3. Why isn't, you know what? I was watching Johnny earlier, and I feel like Johnny right now. I think I have 3/8, don't I? 3 3/8.
Hey, Candy.
If you go 3 3/8, that's wrong. Okay, I'm gonna get real technical. We're just gonna cheat. Fall the darn thing in half. That's what these mathematicians do. Okay, that's how much I was off right there. So, not to worry, not to worry. And I'm just going to bring out my Edward scissors.
Good grief.
And straighten these out. All right. And
We'll film it for you, Candy, so you can come back and watch it tomorrow.
5. What does she want to watch?
No, she said she's not sure how long she can stay. She's not feeling well today.
Aw. Okay, and now I'm going to cut it 5 inches. So that'll give us an idea of the size, and then we can determine what we want exposed. If you're going to be using a certain type of paper or fabric or something, and you want to make sure what you're going to see. So, and then the one underneath is even a little bit bigger. And you can put as few or as many as you want. I put 2 in here, but you may just want to put 1. It's up to you. So maybe on this one, we'll just put 1, just to keep it simple. Right, so now I'm going to pick what I'm going to glue down. And remember, you have to leave enough to turn over, at least an inch. I think you'd be safe if you did an inch. So if I put that up there, part of the horse would show. So you just play around with it, whatever it is you're using. If you're just putting a piece of fabric, it might be just simple. Just glue it down and you're done, especially if you're just going to paint it. All right, I think what I'll do is I'll put some glue down just on that. And where's my little thing? Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Well, I don't know where it is. Okay, well.
What glue are you using?
Say what?
What glue are you using?
That's just Mod Podge.
Okay.
I can't find my tool, so I'll use my favorite tool anyway, which is...
I was going to ask you, you said you had mentioned, didn't you mention something about transfers? Or
Yes.
so could we like take a photocopy of that gentleman and transfer him onto canvas?
I guess you could. Yes, I think you could. Maybe we need to put this picture in the group.
It's in the group.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys already. Yeah, I forgot you guys already got him. Yeah. Yes, you could.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So. I'm going to end up probably cutting that off. So I'll just get it in the groove and not worry too much about it. Oops. And some of you that print on like on that thin canvas or the like muslin, you might be able to print him out. You never know. Okay, so this part down here is going to show a little bit. Let me see what I want to put down there. I like this little guy. But I might put him up there. I'm gonna tear some pieces apart.
He looks like he might just sprout wings and fly.
Let me think. Maybe I don't want any real design, just see, I'm thinking too hard. Don't think too hard about this.
Hey, Jennifer Jane. You haven't missed anything yet. Just doing a cover.
Yeah, we just started. Yeah, I think I like that. Yes, I think I like that. Let's put that on there.
I saw that, Jane.
Make sure you have an inch on the bottom. All right, now I want a little bit of that goofy guy. I want to put the little maybe two of them up there. Who knows?
Like Rudolph.
Yeah, I like him. Put him up there somewhere. And then, oh, I like this little guy too. I like him too. I'm going to put him up there. He stands out because he's got little different colors. Okay, I think he's cute. All right, what next? So where's my cutout so I can see what's showing. Okay, we're starting off. I like where it's going so far.
Did you lightly kiss those with gesso after you stamped them?
Nope.
Nope. Jennifer said, I love the way stamping looks with gesso over the top.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Who is albino?
Say what?
Who is albino?
Oh no.
I guess I missed them in chat. Hey, albino.
All right, so let's flip this over, trim it out, glue it back, and get a better perspective of what else we want to add to the cover, if anything.
I hope you let Richard know that you are getting the most out of those scissors.
Oh, I told him. I said, I just love those scissors. It would usually take a whole bunch of movement. Now it's just 1, 2.
Oh, thank you, Darla. Sorry about that. Yeah, I thought it was too, Jennifer, because she does lightly kiss things with gesso, and it looks really cool.
Oh, you guys thought these were. No, how I did these was on the jelly plate. And so I did the stamping first just on a piece of copy paper. And then when I was printing these, then after I printed the file folder, you know how there's always some left. So what was left, then I picked it up with the paper that I had stamped with. So that's why it's not like solid and it's got various colors and stuff. So maybe we'll do that at some point. I'll show you how we did that because that was kind of cool. All right, so let's just.
Hey, Dawn. Dawn said, "Oh my God, those scissors! Love those jellies." Who's Alvino? Hey, Alvino.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. Oh, I kind of like how that looks. Maybe I will leave that.
Popo, Don. Popo. Hey, Gina. We hadn't seen you in a while. How you been?
Now, sometimes you might have a plan, and of course, then it changes. Now, I was going to cut that lip off, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So now I got to put a little bit of glue on there because I didn't really glue that down very good.
Doing good, Dawn. Doing good. Doing good. Betty said, "Hey, Dawn." Betty Lovelace.
What is she up to?
Betty or Dawn?
Dawn.
Dawn says she's just going to lurk and learn.
She's going to. Is she drinking anything? Because she may learn more if she has a little drink.
Well, she could be having, let's see, coffee and Irish cream, or she could be having a vodka and cran, or maybe some red wine. Uh-oh, Gina says, "I'm good, Popo. I lurk a lot. You guys got crazy last night."
Yeah, we kind of went a little bit over the edge.
Hey, CJ. So CJ said Alvino is albino, who is Giovanna, whose name is Alvino. Oh, she's having white wine tonight. I missed it.
Oh, albino wine. How appropriate.
You know what, Angie, with autocorrect, forget it. My autocorrect is horrible.
Mine is too.
I kept trying to type to you today, Birdie.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if it picks up on your habit of what you write on your iPhone, but
It does.
It kept putting in bits. I was like, I'm trying to say Birdie.
Yeah.
Hey, Arlene.
Yep. It likes to play games with you, that's for sure. So when it comes to putting your covers on, don't be afraid to use a lot of glue because this is something that's, gets touched a lot. So I'm not shy with my glue when it comes to this. Other things, yes. This, no. And because you're going to be putting other things on top of it, if you get a little warpy because you're using too much glue, it's really not even going to show anyway because you got so many layers on top of it. So I don't worry about that either. On pages and stuff, yeah, I worry about it because I don't like seeing all that warpy stuff. But this will not be the case.
That's what I was so surprised at, because Shannon's been using the Yes paste because she says it doesn't wrinkle and stuff, but I can't believe hers looks like butterscotch pudding. Yes, Dawn, that is the cover of a Funkin' Wagnall encyclopedia.
Yeah. This is the back. It looked just like that, pretty much. Pretty much. All right. So.
I like it.
I do too.
Me too, girl.
So, now let's see if there's any other little things we want to glue on there that we want to highlight. Maybe I don't know, maybe not. I like to have his head going that way. It'd be kind of cute, but I don't think I have him going the other direction. And this guy, well, I could have him coming like from underneath. I could have his little head right there.
Peeking out.
He is kind of cute. I can't help it.
Poor little thing.
There's nothing poor about him. Oh, or we could chop this guy's head off and have him sticking out there.
Or you know what you could do is you could chop off the Indian stencil lady's silhouette face only and have it.
Good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. But that's just my opinion. Usually when I give you an opinion, you go, yeah, I think I'll do this instead. You're just like me. But he's like, why don't you do it this way? And it's like, because I think I'll do it this way. Splat, crash, boom.
But I don't want, she's so close to the edge, and I don't want a straight edge. So you watch, I'm going to end up like tearing her nose off or something accidentally.
Don't do that.
I know. I got to put my nail right there so I can't go past that. Got a pointy nose.
Dawn, I live in Texas. Sorry about my New York accent, but I live in Texas.
Yeah, South Bronx.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Thank you, Nana.
No, enough of her doesn't really show, but it still looks okay, right?
Brooklyn.
Can you even tell it's a face now?
I can, but that's because I know. No, Elisa, that is the Indian stencil that she was showing last night. That's the face of it.
Yeah.
Maybe if you just like kind of, I don't know. You do you.
Well, everything doesn't have to stand out. I mean, I think part of the fun of a lot of stuff is to look and explore. So some people may see it, some people may not. So those that do, whoop-de-doo. And if you don't, well, too bad. You missed out. So I'm gonna put
whoop-de-don't.
Okay, I don't want her sticking out above the top, and I don't want her sticking out below the bottom.
So the only thing, Dawn, here that is a stencil is that right there, the Indian lady, and the other things are Rosemary cut out pictures and made her own fun foam stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs to.
And the Indian lady stencil is about what? 10 by.
It's humongous. Where is it? I don't know if I
Humongous
put it right
stencils.
now. It's humongous. It barely fit in the package I sent out, and that was 11 by 14 or something, 12 by 14, something like that. Okay, so that needs to be chopped off down at the top.
Did you send one to Elaine? That's all right. If you
I know I have one for her.
Okay.
I can't remember if that's the one I sent or if that's one that's still sitting on the table in the package. Oh, it must be on the table because I didn't go to the post office today.
No. I saw a picture of a female mail carrier with her mail bucket dumping it in a dumpster on Facebook or the news or something today.
Oh my good! I believe it. I've seen that happen before.
Ridiculous.
I mean, what's the point? I remember a couple of years ago they found there was it was sort of like an abandoned warehouse or something. They were going to start some kind of renovations, and in the back they found all kinds of mail.
That's
that
crazy.
was obvious that it had just been, dumped.
Fake news. No, it wasn't. It didn't say anything about ballots, so.
Oh, talk about ballots. Oh my goodness. My husband, those of you that are around enough, you already know my husband is notorious for finding stuff out. I don't know how he does it. He's like a Columbo, I swear. He acts dumb and everybody tells him everything. But anyway, he didn't have to act dumb or nobody had to tell him this time. He got they sent out the wrong ballots. And then they sent the right ballot. And then they didn't nullify the wrong ballot. And it was just it's too complicated for me to even explain, let alone understand myself. But anyway, he brought it to their attention and started this big old hoopla. It got all straightened out. But the funny part is that out of the whole state, only 30 of those went out, and one of them had to be to my husband. He got the newspaper involved. He got the mayor involved. Then he called up the
Good night, Dawn.
He called up the state. He just got everybody involved. But it got straightened out. That's what matters, I guess. But yeah, he was the wrong person to send that to, or the right person, whatever way you want to look at it. It got straightened out. Okay, what did I do with my glue stick?
Tammy said she voted in person early, and the next day she got a ballot in the mail she did not ask for.
And then they explained to Richard that, because someone would say, well, it could have been 2 of them, 3 of them, or whatever. But what happens is when they go to count them, if accidentally you're sent something or you fill 2 out, the first one they get, that's the only one that gets recorded. So only one is going to be valid. Now, what did I do with my thing? I have to go get another glue stick. Because who knows where I put it? Who knows where I put it? Just get a new one. Just get a new one, Rosemary. Okay, is that still in place? All right. So it's kind of that simple to design. That won't show, but anyway, to design the cover of your book.
Elisa said her husband's gotten 2 mail-in ballots and she threw them both away because they vote in person.
There you go. See, what's happening is that some states, depending on the directions of that state, the whole state is considered eligible for mail-in. So they send it to everybody because their state automatically is just considered a mail-in. But if you decide to go in, well, that's your choice. But you don't have to. So instead of having to request it, which some people don't know how or whatever, it just they automatically just go out. And it's your choice whether you want to use them or not.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Nana, thank you. Nana said she just joined your Facebook.
Oh, thank you. Well, now you can I'll have to go let you in, and you can print these out, and you can have a cover just like this one.
So they just posted on my local news. It just dropped down and said that Energy Stadium is the only ballot drop-off location in the city.
Oh, and you know what I read? What was the name of that restaurant you said that was like famous from Texas? What was the name of that one you were mentioning last time? I read that they're closing all of them.
Luby's.
Yes.
Yep.
And a couple of other, like Golden Corral. I don't know if that's nationwide, but they put it on the list. They're all closing down too because they haven't been open, like forever. So they're closing. Fuddruckers is closing. Cheese Factory is closing.
What color is that archival ink?
This is coffee.
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 Yeah, well, Fuddruckers. Joggles, Colleen says she doesn't see the papers on Facebook.
They're in the files.
They're in the files.
You have to go to files, and then you can print them out.
So I guess that means like Golden Corral and all of those kind of places.
Yeah, that were on the list. Golden Corral was on the list, and a couple of places I'm not familiar with. They're not in this area. Let's see. What's that one? Shake and Steak or Steak and Shake or something like that? What's that called?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that one's closing. Red Robin is closing.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, sir. And what were a couple of the other ones they mentioned? Okay, this is coming around, guys. See how it starts coming together?
Oh yeah.
It's starting to come together. Oh, and he looks so cute. I can't help it.
Steak and Shake.
Yeah, that one. That's closing. And they said that most of the chain-owned McDonald's are closing.
Well, that's no loss to me.
It is to a lot of people with kids.
Well, and the dogs like their cheeseburgers.
Uh-oh. So I guess when they say the chain own, I guess the franchises can opt what they're going to do. But if there's no McDonald's, then there's not going to be any advertising. So then, that's where they get all of their, advertising is from their the chain. So who knows?
And I just came across my set of McDonald's glasses.
Oh, all those things now are going to be worth money. All those little goofy stuff that they put in the Happy Meals.
I have like 3,000 Happy Meal toys.
Oh, you may be able to retire if you haven't opened the packages.
I have like 3 boxes. We're talking about like moving boxes size of
Mm-hmm.
unopened.
Oh my gosh. And you said you don't go to it.
I don't, but my ex roommate, he used to go every day because he only had 30 minutes for lunch, and he would always grab. The lady finally just started handing him the newest Happy Meal toy and bring it home to me every day.
Okay, so now I'm going to cut a section here so that we can put a little piece of packaging or something in there and put in one of our feathers. So wish me luck. Let me go get some packaging and see what size of stuff I have that I can use.
I'm glad you told me that because I was about to make another drop off at the thrift store.
Aha. This isn't very thick, but if you guys have any of these, you know, where you put your photo albums and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's thick enough for what you need.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm trying to, you know, make sure that we can repurpose all of our stuff. Well, I might have to cut that too. That's okay. So now, voila, you have some. It's not very stiff, but let's see what we can do with it. We might have to change our minds halfway through, but let's go with it for right now.
Oh, I don't know, Angie. I didn't read that. That's what Rosemary said.
What?
Dasha said the package you sent the feathers in would work just fine.
Yeah, that's the same package that I'm cutting this from. That's why I was thinking, I wonder if we could use that. Now, where are my feathers? I thought I had a little package of feathers here. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, here's the feathers, and that's the same thing that I just cut out. So I was hoping you'd be able to use that. All right, now I got to figure out.
The November kit won't be on sale until the end of October, and it will be, I think, apothecary. I may be talking sideways.
No, it's still that.
Okay.
So far, it's still that. Get that tape up here. I think I'll make it kind of a small window.
I'm not even going to tell you what Betty's in there doing for me because you'll think I'm spoiled.
Oh, what is she making you now?
She's in there with a new composition book, gluing the pages together for me.
Is she going to do the whole thing for you?
Yeah.
Then I guess you weren't doing anything, right?
Right.
Okay, let's see what size this would look kind of cool. So if I have that a little bit like that. So you have, if you decide to put your feathers, you've got all different sizes that you can choose from. You might want to put the leaf in there. That would look pretty cool too. But I don't want the opening to be that big on this particular cover. So that's why I'm going with something smaller. So just kind of set it on there, whatever you think you're going to use. And then just kind of sort of figure out what size it's going to be. And then you can straighten it out later. That looks about right, I think. I think. Yeah. Yeah, that looks about right. I don't know if it's even, but at this point, I don't care. I really don't care right now.
It's gonna have so much stuff around it, you won't even be able to tell.
Exactamundo. Okay, so let's go all the way up here. So, and if you don't have things exact, it makes it look more organic. Don't try and have everything so perfect. That starts looking boring, at least to my eye. I'm only speaking for myself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we gotta go chop chop. chop chop. Chop chop. And where's my little knifey poo? Where's the little knifey poo? I hate those things. Here we go. See, I'm already having an anxiety attack just thinking about it.
It's okay.
Breathe deep, Rosemary. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. I was watching Lisa doing, I think it was Lisa that was doing her cut book. I was having a heart attack watching her. I can't watch her do that.
Oh, that day I was watching on Mary's Hop, she was doing organization and she was cleaning out her drawer and she was sticking her hand all in her top desk drawer she pulled out and put on her desk, and she had loose blades in there and stuff. And I'm like, then one was sticking out of the edge of something that she picked up, and I'm like, Mary, and she's not looking at chat.
Oh my
Like,
God.
oh my gosh, you're all making me a nervous wreck.
And to me, it's worse when it's live because you really don't know if something's going to happen. If you're watching a film, okay, well, nothing happened, or else she wouldn't have posted it, right?
Yeah.
But when it's live, it's like anything can happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's not working. How come? See, this is how you cut yourself when the blade doesn't go through a certain type of goofy stuff. And it's not even going through. Maybe this isn't a very good blade. Okay.
They had
choice.
That was like one of the number one injuries in our plant was with the box cutters, because they, like, the batch makers, when they're up there on the mezzanine and they're putting the raw materials in those 3,000-gallon tanks, they have these like 50-pound bags of different raw materials, and they have their cutter out, and they're just slicing those bags open, slicing them open, and so they banned them all. And if you're caught with one that is not retractable or one that is not made out of Teflon, then it's an immediate termination.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's serious. All right, so now you just transfer this onto over here.
Heck no, Tammy, you be careful. No, we have not, Nana. I've never met Rosemary.
And if this stuff ever goes away, we're all gonna have a big party. Where we're gonna meet, I don't know.
Well, you're the only one with a big craft shack.
That's right.
But it is nice to meet people.
Oopsie, oopsie. There we go. And now for this little flippy doodad that we're making, you have to decide now if you want to paint it or if you're going to put some kind of paper on it, how you're going to finish it off.
Stasia, Rosemary lives in Arkansas, right on the Oklahoma border. Yeah, Brooke has a big chicken coop, but she's like almost falling off the edge of the United States.
Yeah, I wish you had that chicken coop in the middle of the United States. That would be perfect. Oh, my husband comes up with all these crazy ideas. Like, we have the energy and the money to do this stuff, right? He was thinking, you know what I was thinking, Rosemary? And I said, what? He goes, wouldn't this be kind of cool if we found somewhere where they had this big old warehouse that was old and falling apart, and they were selling it really cheap, and then we could get this big old giant warehouse, and then we'd buy a little tiny house and put the tiny house in the warehouse, and then the rest of and so we'd have a place that's clean and where we can eat and bathe and everything, and then the rest of the time we just doing all kinds of crazy stuff in the warehouse. And I'm going, who are you? Because you could do your art stuff. I could have like 10,000 books everywhere, and the dogs could run all over the place, and then you'd have your workshops. And I'm going, okay, and where are we going to do this?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, right there. I said, well, if you're going to do that, and then I want a yurt in there. Forget a tiny house. I want my yurt in the warehouse.
There you go. It's like I was talking to Betty day before yesterday. It's like, I want to move to a cabin way out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want to go.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got to decide how are we going to finish this little thing up. What do we want to do? Do we want to put some kind of paper over it? Do we want to paint it? We got to do something. Now keep in mind that when we're done, so we got to keep all of our colors in mind because all these things are going to lay on top of each other. At least that's how I view stuff. I kind of like want to coordinate it a little bit.
Hey, Lori. Sounds like the North Pole.
We got to clean up the inside too a little bit, maybe.
So Tammy said, what about fabric scraps?
Oh, that might be kind of cool. So this is how it's going to be.
Pretty.
And then there's this. And it's not going to be seen through that because we're going to have something underneath. Or maybe we could have it just seen through that. Who says how many layers we have to have? That might look kind of cool just like that, right? And you get to see part of the lady. But then I would have done all this a little differently. So we're going to have something on top of the lady. same size as this. And then this is going to open. So that's why now we have to decide what we want to put on there. Now, one option, because you mentioned fabric, one option is our what you call it?
Ah, fabric tape.
Our fabric tape.
See how prepared you are?
Yes. That's a possibility that we could put that on there. Cut strips of it, glue it on.
Darlene said, can headdress go over cardboard? I think it already did. She already glued it down.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't mean, let me see, what do I have here? Let's see what I got. Like we got some of the feathers from the headdress that could go on there.
Yes, Nana, she made the fabric tape with, I can't remember what night you were making that long roll of fabric tape with carpet tape.
Yeah, I don't remember when we did that.
Just buy you some carpet tape and go to town, but don't cut it with your scissors. It'll gum
Do
up.
not. Do not.
Let me see if I'll see if I can find the video.
I kind of like the idea of cutting the individual feathers and lining them up, because obviously these are feathers. That would look kind of cool. So I think if we did that, we'd have to cover this up and paint it, and then tear these and glue them somewhere on there. I think that might look kind of cool. And so if we're going to paint it, I would paint it one of the colors that we used when I did the jelly printing on this, which I used copper, and I used some kind of raw or burnt sienna. I used black, and pretty much those colors. And I used some kind of a turquoisey kind of color. So I'm kind of leaning that way. What do you guys think? And sometimes just doing it a basic black and putting stuff on top of it really makes it pop. So I don't know. Let's see what else we got. We could paint it up and put some more little animals on here.
Hey, Vicky.
Could do that.
Any soft metal to groove and glue on cardboard?
Do I have soft metal? Well, I have this. I have the metal tape. We could put the metal tape on there and do some grooves on it.
Jennifer said rusty turquoise fabric.
Rusty. Oh, I think I have some here. Hold on.
She just wants that pop of orange.
Of course. Where's my box that has that? It has the scraps. Here we go. See, Jennifer has the advantage of knowing all of my inventory. We won't say how she knows all my inventory.
Like a Saturday show and tell.
So she has a little advantage there. Okay, here's some. Here's some scraps. And we could glue some of those pieces on here.
I think for those of us who aren't fortunate enough to have expired credit cards because they've been cut up when on a visit to Hobby Lobby, you could send one of those little prescription cards there
And
in a kit.
oh, yeah. So you guys could use them for your gluing?
Yeah.
Good idea. Let me see how many I have left.
That's clever because they just chunk those in the garbage.
Yeah. And these are the part that you snap the card off of this. So this is left hanging.
Yep.
And they just throw them away. Okay, so what do you guys think about the fabric? I think that's a good idea.
Yes, it kind of breaks up the.
Yeah, because different textures are good. So, you've got your paper, you're gonna have the feather, you got the acetate, and then you'll have some fabric. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna put it on there. I guess just glue it on, I guess.
Too bad they don't make like a fabric glue or something.
Stop it.
like a just some kind of tack.
Something that's really
Tack that
tacky.
fabric
Yeah.
on.
Something that's really tacky. Because I want to make sure I get the rest on there, obviously. And I don't want to wrap it around because then it's going to get thick and bulky when I do all that. So I want it just to the edge. So if I'm going to do that, that means I need to get like a permanent marker and go around with some black or something so that you're not seeing all those exposed edges, which I just happen to have got some new ones at Dollar Tree a while back. Never opened them, so this is a perfect time. A while back, a long time ago. Now I gotta whiff this stuff. Woo! Hello.
Those are nice. We use those in the garage on the weekends.
You guys sound like you've been getting a lot of stuff done. It's all like,
man. Yeah, we have.
whoa, this is strong stuff. And then when you're doing this, there's always something that's going to show. And those are the kind of things that irk me. So I make sure I go over it a little bit.
Making your eyes water?
No, it's making my nose run, actually. Clearing up my sinuses.
Do you have to have such a big one?
Well, I'm sorry. I got more bang for my buck, literally. I think next time, acrylic paint. We're doing this black stuff. Okay, so a little bit on the inside. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to. I already know. I've had too many things. It's going to lap over a little bit, and then boom. What do you see? Cardboard. If you got it black, it just kind of fades in.
So question, when your Sharpies or something like that run out of ink, do you take that thing going down the middle and use it for dyeing?
No.
No.
I very rarely dye anything that's not with something natural.
Oh, that's
The only
true.
time I do that is when I do my grunge, which this would probably work pretty good with the grunge stuff. So I might start considering doing that. But I don't use Sharpies that often, so it's like a long time before, it's empty, and then by then I'll probably forget that it was a good idea. I honestly don't use them that much. I would have done this with paint, but then it had taken a while to dry,
Yep.
and I don't want to stop. So that's why I'm using this.
Vicky said those scissors are screaming, "Be careful and watch out, paper, because I'm here."
That's right. That is true. All right, so we need to do that with the other one. Yeah, we still do because it's opening up. I was gonna say, do we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. This one's when it opens. I didn't get to watch any West Wing yesterday. I was having like withdrawals.
Yeah, we're having Anna Green Gables withdrawals too because it's only 3 seasons and it's over.
Oh,
Good.
oh, that's no fun.
I tried watching some show. It's called The Good Place or something. And it's about this girl who dies and goes to heaven,
Mm-hmm.
but it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't really supposed to be let into heaven. She was supposed to go to the bad place. And it's got what's the guy that played on Cheers? Sam Malone?
Yeah.
Him. But I watched like 6 episodes and I'm like, yeah, this is just too cheese. I'm not much into sitcoms and it's kind of like a
Okay. But I guess I like a little bit of everything. But I'm choosy about anything I watch because I don't just watch something for the sake of watching it, you know. I'd rather listen to music than watch something I really don't really care that much about. But when it comes to sitcoms, it was a couple of months ago. I binge watched all of the Frasers.
yeah. With that, yeah,
The
that's
beginning of the year, I binge watched that. I love that show.
yeah.
I mean, there was probably maybe just to count on one hand a show that it wasn't like really, really excellent. There was a couple that like, what happened to that? Were the writers on strike or something? But for the most part, they were all really good.
Yeah. Good night.
Who's going to bed?
Angie. Oh,
Good night, Angie.
she's going to clean up her mess.
Happy mess cleaning. Okay. So that's what you would do if you were going to have your edges exposed. If you were going to put paper and you were going to wrap it around, you obviously wouldn't have to do any of that. But if you're going to be gluing something on top, like I'm going to be, you need to do that. That way, anything that's seen, it's just a clean black spot. So now what are we going to do? I guess we're going to cut it to fit. I guess. Oh, ouch, I itch. And I'm going to tear it because I like it torn. And then we'll put the torn part toward the bottom. Oh, that was too much. Now I'll probably cut too much. You know how that is. Not enough, too much. Now it won't. Now it won't tear because it's too close. Make a mess out of it, Rosemary. That's good though. It'll all be a mess instead of straight. Oh gosh. now it's a total mess. But it's a good mess. Okay, so I planned it that way, you guys. So we'll glue that like right there. And remember, when you do stuff like this and at the very end you go, I hate that, throw it away or add something to it or tear something off or, don't be afraid to do something because you think, oh, I may not like it. Just whack something off or whack something on. Okay, let's leave that. And let's find another piece to go maybe up on the top. That's a nice rusty piece. Maybe we should go this way. Maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. Kind of offset them. I don't want them to be parallel to each other. Okay. So that'll go like that. And then we'll need a strip. A strip. Is this long enough? Maybe if we overlap it. How come I feel like I'm talking to myself?
Anna says, did you add rusty nails to the fabric?
These were not nails. I have all kinds of rusty bits, but believe it or not, I don't have any rusty nails. And what I put on this, I don't know, because I just threw everything together and it kind of bled into each other. So it could be anything. So let's put some of this glue down.
In the tail on the donkey, Jennifer. She said, if all else fails, we can pull out the handsome man and glue him on something.
Down, girls, down. We want to get something done tonight.
They had those big glue sticks on sale up there by your right hand.
Where? How much?
They had them 3 for, I think I got them 3 for $1.99 at Kroger.
Oh, I don't have a Kroger's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, school supplies right now, I would think they're on sale.
I got a pretty good deal on Amazon for the smaller ones, but it was like so cheap. It was unbelievable. So I grabbed them.
I've been hearing people talk about the Amazon Choice glue sticks, but to me they looked expensive.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't checked that out. Oops. Okay. Okay, so I got that part done. Now I wonder if on the side, maybe we could use a different color of something.
Oh, good, Darla. Darla said she bought some and they stink really bad.
Oh dear. Stink, literally stink? Let's see. What do we think? Do we want a contrasting on the side, or we want to continue with the rust?
She said they have a weird smell. Reminded her of old car engines or something.
Oh.
Nana said that looks nice.
Let's cut a piece and try it. We don't have to glue it down. Let's just kind of observe.
Oh, Nancy said contrasting.
We'll observe and see.
Tammy said rust. Lori said Jersey was sniffing her Amazon glue sticks the other day.
Well, that explains everything. That explains everything. So how big does that need to be? That big. Okay, so what happened to my uh-oh.
What'd you look?
I lost my feather. Oh, there it is. The real feather. I gotta clean that all up. It's all dirty. I kind of like it with the contrast.
Nana likes it.
Well, then that settles it for me.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So right there. Notice how exact I am about everything.
I know all that measuring and everything you do.
Now, if it was just going to be a frame, I'd leave it all hanging over and messy. But remember now, on this particular side, it's going to be, flippy flappy over here. So, you don't want a lot of heavy stuff in the way of what you're going to put here. And actually, look, I'm going to end up probably putting fabric on top of that fabric too. So, to be like that one. So that'll work. It'll work. It'll work. But I got to make sure I'm not going over because I can't have a bunch of stuff hanging over there. Well, that looks kind of cute. So I think what I need to do with this one, I have to cut it down some. I have to cut it down a lot. Like about 1/4 of an inch.
Bless you.
Okay, so that can go right there. I like how that looks. That can go right there. And then maybe half and half.
think you get too busy, you're going to lose your feather.
Say what?
If you get too busy, you're going to lose your feather.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's cut a couple of pieces and see what it looks, which way it looks better.
That kind of complements the rust.
Mm-hmm. A little sliver of black up there, just a little. So maybe about right there.
Uh-oh, I hear a dog barking. Is Junior?
Yeah, that's Sammy.
Okay. Poor Junior out under the bush.
I know, poor little guy. He's looking at me like, "Hey, what's going on around here?" And of course, he got me up this morning. Had to flop him over. And, it's not that easy. He's a 100-pound dog, but I got to flop from one pillow to another. Try doing that while you're asleep.
Yeah, it's
You've
tough.
only been asleep for about an hour. And okay, whatever. And it's so cute because after, it's like, if you just imagine doing all that in a convalescent home, right, with an elderly person and this and flopping them over and pulling this out and cleaning that and putting something new and flopping them back over. And then when I'm all done, he looks at me and goes, oh, he gives a sigh like, oh, I'm so glad. And then he rubs his nose on the clean thing, because he's so happy that he's got something clean. Oh, yes. I love my clean pillow. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off right there. And
Well, it
then,
makes you feel better because he appreciates it.
yeah, he makes me laugh. I mean, I get aggravated when he wakes me up. And then by the time I'm done, I'm just smiling because he cracks me up. Now, you see, you guys, how long it takes to just do one dumb thing? So, don't rush stuff. Because like, it didn't come together. It didn't work out. Well, it might take a long time. You want to be happy with it.
Oh, that looks good with that little slit of blue on the side.
Yes, it does. I'm going to stop thinking about it. And I'm just going to cut this off over here.
Glue her down.
I'll call it done on that side. No more dilly-dallying.
I've come to the conclusion that Sophie, our pit, is a sissy dog. She doesn't bark at all. I mean, unless if you hear her bark, then something ain't right. But otherwise, she doesn't bark. But
Oh.
she'll hear something outside, and she knows it's not right, and she'll come jump up and she'll stand on my lap to try and look out the blinds. And then she'll get down real slow and she walks over and she barely sticks her head and peeks out the doggy door to see what it is.
Oh, no.
The other dogs, they just run out the doggy door, just rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
Her, she's like, She cautiously goes up to the doggy door and just puts her, hey there, Carrie, and peeks out that doggy door. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, how funny.
Go get it.
Go get it. Okay, let's see where this ends up. It may or may not work.
Just fine, Carrie. How you doing? I haven't seen any videos from you lately. You all right? Or are you busy moving into the garage?
Garage? Somebody's moving?
Well, she had her craft room in the garage, and then she moved inside to a room. But they sometimes host people that need a place,
Mm-hmm.
and so she's moving her craft room back out into the garage. But she's
Wow,
excited
what
about
an
it.
ordeal. That's a big undertaking.
Oh, that's right. It's your anniversary. Congratulations.
Woo!
21 years.
Wait a minute. Why are you spending it with us?
Because she just got back from Red Lobster.
Oh, they're going out of business too. Oh, Olive Garden was on the list.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they were on the list. So, you know.
Well, actually, I was reading on the Nextdoor app that right down the street, there's a chef that lives in Tuscany,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a home here, and he just opened up a Tuscan restaurant down the street.
Wow, what time to open a restaurant?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Chicken marsala.
Mm.
Yeah,
Don't be talking about food. I got hungry like about a half hour ago.
me too, and that's why I had to have a bacon and egg sandwich.
Oh dear. I might have to go get me my crackers. You know, I haven't eaten my crackers in front of you guys in a long time.
I know.
Yeah.
Carrie said they host home individuals with special needs. Oh, Lori said, Olive Garden, thanks for ruining my night.
You better go get as much as you want now. All you can eat salad. I mean, really, they you can only let so many people, and then they say, okay, come on in, eat all you want. I mean, how long are you gonna stay in business? Okay, I like how that came out. What do you guys think? I like it.
Yep, me too.
It's kind of cool. Kind of visualize a little better on top of right here.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, happy anniversary, Eva. It's her and her hubby's anniversary too. And they're all spending it with you. They must have been thinking they were
Wow.
going to get a peek of the Navajo boy.
They wanted to get warmed up with the Navajo boy before they went to their husband. Oh.
It's off of Grant Road, Elisa. I can't remember the cross street.
All right, so now when this opens up, you guys, when this opens up, now we need something in the back. So you got to decide, same thing, only different. You want to put some paper. You know, what do you want to do? So
I
that's
would put some craft paper on it and make it easy on yourself.
craft paper. When you say craft paper, you mean like really craft paper?
Like brown.
I got that. I have craft paper. Where is it? Ta-da. And then I can come back later and maybe we can put some stamps on it.
Yep. And maybe use your rust rusty hinge distress oxide or something. I mean, distress on there. Make it look kind of leathery.
I don't have any of that you just said.
I thought you had the rusty hinge.
Uh-uh.
I thought Johnny sent you a rusty hinge.
No. Do you know how many people say, "Oh, I was going to get you something, but somebody said they were going to send it to you, and they never sent it to me, so then the other person never sent it to me. I never get nothing." Because everybody says, "Oh no, I'm sending it to Rosemary." Hello.
Yes, Lucy. Still talking about Navajo boy. Ezekiel or whatever his name was.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's say this is the top. And this is the top. Because they're not even, they're not straight. They're not in the middle is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I was trying to think. Somebody else said they were going to send XYZ, and they go, "Oh no, because so and so is going to send you something." And I go, "Oh really?" Never saw it. That's happened like 3 times, and this is like the 4th time. I should start writing these things down and say, "Hey, I never got the package you sent me." What package? You know, the one with the rusty hinge.
I guess the mailman dumped it in the dumpster.
Yeah.
I saw where our post office was rated one of the worst post offices in the state or something.
Really? What reason?
Because they suck.
But what do they do wrong?
I don't know. I didn't read it. It was on our Nextdoor app, but I mean, they used to be really good, but now all of a sudden it's like I get everybody's mail but my own.
Well, you got to realize the workers now are all mad. They're mad. And, unfortunately, it shows.
I would see her every day when she drops off the mail. And the other day she was trying to, my stencil that I got from Patty, it was large, like the one that it was in a large flat envelope. And I saw her out there and she was trying to bend it to put it in the mailbox. And she decided she couldn't do that. So she was trying to wedge it in between where you lift the flag up, the arm up to let them know the mail is there. And finally I saw, she's like, so she got out of her truck and she stomped up my sidewalk and she just kind of half-assed threw it up on the porch on the sidewalk. I'm like, well, please don't do too much there, okay? I'm used to the postman who loads up his bag and he walks all the way down, back up the street, and then gets in his, these people who have their mailboxes out by the street where they just ride by and just shove it in and keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to use, obviously, the permanent marker on this because this is what's going to be seen. But to cover up all the mess here and add to the rustic look. We'll just make it a controlled mess. A controlled mess. Boy, Sammy's serious out there.
Must be a cat.
Yeah, they like to go. There's two cats, and they don't have a home. They're just running around the neighborhood. They go and they lay in the alley, look right at my dog, and then flick their tail. And my dog's just back there barking at the cat. And the cat just thoroughly enjoys it. That's what the squirrels do to my dogs up on the tree. Exact same thing. Sit up there, go, yeah, little noise that those little varmints do. Okay, so we're almost there, boys and girls. Okay, so let's glue that down.
Do you really need that third piece?
Say what?
Do you need that other gray piece?
Yeah, because it's not very stable.
Oh, I see.
Pretty flimsy. They were all pretty flimsy, so
Okay.
yeah, that's the only reason I'm gonna. Whoa, hello. That's the only reason why.
Nancy said, "Great squirrel imitation." I kind of thought it sounded like Flipper, but Flipper.
That's what our it's exactly what those squirrels sound like over here. And when you just look at a picture of a squirrel, they're cute, I mean, I think they're cute. But when you are around a squirrel and other animals, they are vicious. They're horrible and they like to tease and they flick their tail at you. I mean, they're little nasty little animals.
Yeah, they are.
they're nasty little guys.
Nora Jean says she loves the noises. How are you?
Oops, wrong way.
Our
And
squirrels at the other house used to sit up in the top of the sweet gum tree, and they would drop them down on the dogs' heads and just
yeah,
irritate them. Just
yes.
yeah.
Yes, they do. That's what they do. They love to irritate the dogs. And there's this one guy. I have a sweet gum tree right outside of my bathroom window. And if I'm in my bathroom, he comes down the tree, flicks his tail at me, that sound he does, flicks that tail, looks at me, and like, huh. I mean, I swear he's cussing me out about something. I'm not sure what. And he goes off about his business, but he makes sure he reads me the riot act. Okay. So now, get rid of all the little goobers that have found its way in there. You know how everything sticks to this stuff.
Yes.
So all the little feathers that came out are now stuck. All right. So what size is this going to be? So let me see if this little marker will mark on here. Probably not. Ooh, that's close to the edge. I mean, I have to cut very much off of that one.
So Barbara said, "What other voice impressions do you do, Rosemary?"
Let me think.
Hmm.
I have a few. I gotta put a little. Let me put. I think what did I put there? I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, you guys, because when I did the other one, I used a stiffer kind of acetate, or I didn't have to go through these stages. But because I'm encouraging you to use what was in your kit, that's why we're going this route.
I remember in elementary school having a crush on a boy because he could talk like Donald Duck. Coolest thing. Remember Rich Little?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he was freaking awesome.
He was good, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot about him. Yeah, yesterday I was killing everybody off.
Don't do that.
I had all kinds of people dead.
Wrong people.
Wrong people. Wrong people.
Good night, Gina.
Good night.
She might be back. She's not sure. Fun night. Thank you.
I think I need to get this off of the white. It's not helping any. Well, it doesn't help any either. Okay. So I need to trim.
So where am I going to get my never-ending bowl of salad and breadsticks from?
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
That's how you get people out of business. I need a little bit of any kind of tape. Okay, I'll just use this again.
And I buy their salad dressing at the supermarket.
I do too. I don't know what kind of dressing I'm going to get now. It's my favorite.
Actually, I like the good season that you make in the cruettes.
The what?
If you look at it's on the top, so you probably can't reach it, but it's on the top shelf of the grocery store. Buy the little cruette, like the glass jar, and it has a V line, a O line, and a W line. And then you buy these little packets of Italian. It's the mix, the powder, and you fill the bottle up to the V line with vinegar, the O line with oil, and the W line with water, and you pour it in there and you shake it up.
Shake it up.
And
okay, I put this backwards. Uh-oh, what did I do?
How can a feather be backwards?
They are. They have a good side and a bad side, and I want the good side facing the front.
Jennifer, I think she's using the bag that the feather came in.
Yeah. Jennifer's not sure about that because she hasn't gotten hers yet.
Oh, okay. When you get your kit, the feather will be in your picture frame.
Yeah. Hold on. I have one right here. What did I do with it? I had one right here in my big pile of junk.
Zello to you too.
I'll get it in a second.
That's right, Barb.
So now I need to trim back because, this stuff does not glue well. So I want to make sure when I put the front and the back together that there is some of the cardboard there to put the glue on.
Man, those scissors are freaking long.
I just love these scissors. The best part is that it freaks everybody out.
Well, yeah, because from up here they look huge.
Well, they are. Okay.
Yes, exactly like Edward Scissorhands.
There we go. I am doing something wrong, you guys. Oh, I know what I did. So now, oh, shoot. Exactly the reason I put the black stuff, I didn't put it on this part, and that's the part that gets all exposed. Ah.
So Darlene said, what are the type of scissors? What are they made for?
I don't know.
And Jennifer's laughing at you. Oh my God, she won't use an X-Acto knife, but look at those scissors.
Well, yeah, well, the X-Acto knife I can't control. Okay. There we go. Okay, back to which is the front and which is the back. Okay, that's the front. So it goes that way. Oh, how cute.
Oh, you know what those scissors are for?
What?
Ribbon cutting ceremonies.
Why do they have them at Harbor Tools?
Because Harbor Freight is just a crazy place.
Okay. All right, so we're ready to glue these together. And what is on there? I don't know, and I'm not going to mess with it anymore. So now, are we going to put? Do I just glue it, or do I put double stick tape? I think we should just glue it down, and maybe use the fabric tack because it's a little stronger. Whoa! What do you guys think?
That'll work.
Yeah. Make sure we get the edges.
So they have some scissors on Amazon with 4-finger hoes.
Really?
This School Smart blunt tip training scissors.
Training for what?
I guess you train little kids to use them. I don't know, so they can pick which holes they want to stick their fingers in.
Oh my. I don't know. Okay, I put a lot of stuff on there, as if you didn't notice. So let's see what happens. Now, if this is a total failure, I'm going to go get me some crackers. Well, either way, I'm probably going to get me some crackers.
Lucy said they had scissors like that in the library for book repair. Darla says they are for paper, masking paper, or gift wrap. And Barbara said maybe people going to Harbor Freight have ribbon cutting ceremonies to perform.
That sounds way too logical. Okay.
Ta-da!
There it is. Ta-da! So this is another layer that's going to go on here. Underneath that will be something else. Let's see what that's going to be.
That's gross, Lori. COVID nail cutters.
How does that look?
Where's the feather?
Woohoo! Okay, let's find a picture. Just thought I would ask. Don't jump down my throat. Let's see from our printouts. Maybe we should put one of these people. Let's see.
You could put Princess Leia. I love him the best.
I think if I position him correctly, I got to figure out what to do with all that white stuff, but I can fix that. That's not an issue, but I like him. Yeah.
Just put your coffee ink on there.
Yeah. Like that, huh? I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yip, yip, and yip. All right. I'm not even going to try other ones. I like him. And let me think. Let me think for a second. Maybe all I need to do you don't need no guillotine cutter with those scissors.
No.
Okay, so if I put him off, because I know it's off center there, I need something there. I think that would work.
You cut it off while you were typing, Darlene. Darlene said amber tape over the white, but I told her you cut it off while she was typing.
Yeah. I'm going to put it on some black. And let me just glue that down now, and then we'll trim off exactly where it needs to go. So right.
But I kind of like that feathered edge on the right because it makes it look more rustic and
Yeah,
old.
yeah, that's staying there. I think the whole thing's going to get torn like that. All right, again. So then we'll cut him out. It's going to be smaller, but I'm just going to give it a rough. I get halfway of an idea what I'm doing. Well, let's tear it. We'll figure out where this is going. Like that.
Hey, Sharon. I have my nose on the screen watching you.
Okay, so I want this there, so I got to position. Got to tear more here. So put the top where you think you want it, and then you'll know where to position your. Okay, so there's various things you can do at this point. You can, if you don't want a flippy floppy, you could literally glue this to here, wherever you want it. Glue it to there, and then glue this to that. And your cover's done, if that's what you want. I want mine to open, so that's why I'm fiddling around here on positioning it on the actual book, because that's important for when I open it. So if I want him right there, I got to get some more of this off. So, you really can just fiddle around with it as much or as little as you want, because it could be done already. Oops. Okay, so that's where I want him on the book. Now I have to decide at this point if I want anything behind him, or if I just want him right straight onto the book. Do I want fabric behind it? Because remember on this one, it's still got a couple more layers with another picture. So that's kind of where you have to decide. So if I decide that I want to glue him onto here, then I would, for my personal taste, I'd go and I'd do some stitching around here, whether it's with the machine or by hand or something, and do the stitching, because it looks, for me, for my taste, it's too naked right now. Or if you had some of the some of the little feathers. Maybe you might want to glue the little feathers on there. A lot of different things you could do with it. What time is it? How long? Oh my goodness, 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, as far as this concerned, I'm gonna you know what we're doing here. You know what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna call this done for now because I'm gonna do some stitching on the machine, and that's over in the other room, and get that all squared away. Then once I look at it, I'll decide, okay, does it need more? Do I want something around it? And I have to look at it that way. And then I'm not going to what's today? Oh, today's already Thursday. Okay. I think what I might do, I won't go live, but I might put a video out showing connecting this so that we don't miss a step. But I don't want to wait a whole week, to get to this point because it's virtually done. But I will show how we do the hinge and all that stuff, and I'll do that on a standalone video. So be looking out for that. But I like how that came out.
Yep, looks good.
I like that. And then there'll be a hinge here like it is on that one. And then I'll decorate that a little bit and see how that ends up. I like it. So this is basically how we start the cover when you're starting from scratch. This one was a lot easier because I really didn't do anything to the cover. It was a leather cover and I liked it. And then we just went straight into, putting whatever kind of decoration we wanted on it. So you can see the advantage and the disadvantage of working with just a plain cover that you're going to make over, because obviously, you get to make it your own, you get to make some decisions. But then again, there's some people, it's hard for them to make the decision. They'd rather it just be already done and ready to put this on top of. So that'll give you kind of something to think about as far as what you choose to use as your cover. But I like how it's coming along. It's not done. I mean, for my taste, it isn't done yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there, people. So, like I said, I'll do a video with that, and then your back cover, you pretty much do it the same way as your front cover. You choose your paper, you choose fabric, whatever it is you want to put on the back cover, and collage it or glue it, a full piece or separate pieces, and go from there.
So Stasia says, do you go over the paper with anything like Mod Podge or something on your cover?
You know what? In the old days, when I first started, I did. I don't do that anymore. What I basically do, when I'm totally done, I will put a little bit of Daddy Van's wax on it. And I tend to like that better than putting the Mod Podge. Even though, on my glue books, on the glue books, I do put the Mod Podge on there because I know it's going to be handled a lot differently and your hands are going to be dirty and all that kind of stuff. So I do put a coat of that. But my other journals that I don't see you, using a lot of wet media and stuff like that, more, just writing in it or something, I tend not to. But it doesn't mean I won't, maybe. Oh. All right. So what we'll do next time we get together, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You guys tell me, because some of you, are experts at jelly plating, and I don't need to explain to you how to do that. But then there might be the majority of you that say, no, I've never used it, or I don't know how to, get that look. Can you show us how you did it? I don't mind doing that. I kind of take the cue from you because I don't want to show you stuff that, you guys already know. I'm trying to show you something a little different. But on each signature here, I did get cardstock, the craft cardstock, and jelly printed on some of them on both sides, some of them just one side. And that's how I did the cover to each signature. So if you want to have a brief demonstration on how I got those colors like that, we can do that. If you think you guys already, have done it enough and you can figure it out, we don't need to do it.
So what did you do with I see on the spine of each signature you have a piece of sewn fabric.
Right here, you mean? Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like right here.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll definitely show that. The reason I do that, well, one of many reasons. This obviously is a different kind of binding, and so they're kind of independent. When you do the other kind of binding, everything kind of sticks together, and when you put it down on the spine, and you probably use another piece of fabric or paper, and you sew them all in there together, and then you glue them in, and so it's really, really sturdy, and they're all together. These are separate in the way that they are bound. And because of that, I feel they get an extra amount of stress. And so in putting the fabric, I don't have to worry about maybe it tearing or pulling apart because you're dealing with fabric, obviously. And so it makes me feel confident. Again, because I sell my journals, I feel confident it's not going to fall apart. If I didn't reinforce it with the fabric, there's a big chance that this could pull away eventually. Second reason is I like the way it looks. I mean, I just like the way it looks. Third reason is when you see that spine there, I think it looks beautiful as opposed to just seeing your signatures, your paper signatures. I think it just adds to the look. So those of you that don't have a sewing machine, don't worry about it because you can glue it down. You don't have to sew it onto it. Just that you use a good glue, obviously, like something like fabric tack to make sure it's secure so it doesn't come off and it will do its job. Um, it's only sewn on the back one, so you could look really cool if you hand stitched it even. I would glue it and then do the hand stitching, and that would look beautiful.
So
So
they're saying that they want to see. Colleen says how to assemble the book tabs. Nancy would like to see the jelly print technique. Jennifer Jane said the binding, but also love to watch jelly anyways. G. Moran, please show how you bind these together. And Colleen says, please show how you reinforce it, please. It does look nice. So they want to see how you assembled it. And
yeah. So the binding was my number one thing that for sure I was going to show you guys. But obviously before we get there, I wanted to include other steps that get us to that. But most definitely, that's the main thing about this particular kit is this binding. So for sure, yes, we are going to learn from scratch how to do all of this. But obviously, before we do that, we have to have our signatures ready. So that's why I need to know, as far as putting together the signatures, the papers and stuff we use, this is what I used on the front of each signature. So that's pretty much why I was asking if you need to know how to do this type of jelly printing, because if you do, we need to do that before we even start assembling the signatures. So that's why, I kind of asked. But it looks like you guys want it, and we don't have to spend a long, long time, even though when we start jelly printing, time goes by so fast. Okay, so that's what we'll do next Wednesday. We'll explore the jelly printing, and the colors that I've used and how to get certain looks with that for those of you that are new to that. And then, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. And so probably after that, maybe we'll also do some image transfer either on Wednesday or Thursday of next week.
So how many signatures do you have?
I have, let me see, I think I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
And how many pages per signature?
Let me see, because I don't remember. Oops. So different, I'm going to include all the sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just say 10. Let's say 10 pieces of paper per signature.
And then you'll do a snippet video of how you assemble the front.
Yeah, because I don't want to do this next Wednesday because then it's going to add another day. You know what I'm saying? And you guys already know the construction. So I'll show how I literally attach it to the book on a separate video sometime before, now and Wednesday. That should cover that, huh? As far as getting to next week. That's all I'm concerned about, so I can have things set up a little bit better for next week. Although I thought I had my printing all done. It did not cooperate.
Darla said it is a monthly kit, so we don't have to rush through it, do we?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And that'll keep you from just coming on and going, okay, so what y'all want to do? Can I suggest that you make another copy of Navajo Boy and use him for your image transfer? Just asking.
Who's
me? I'm asking. It's me. I'm asking
but
about.
you've got the picture you said in the group, right?
Yeah.
So what are you asking me then?
Use him for your image transfer.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. And then if you do it, did I include any fabric in this one? I don't remember, guys. I forgot to save me a kit. I mean, I know I put in there the fabric strips that I used for the tape because I was thinking you guys could use them back here if you wanted. But did I put any canvas piece in there? I don't remember. Somebody who got it. Oh, okay, piece of canvas. Okay. Because I was thinking what we could do. I'd hate to ruin it if it doesn't work. If we got the piece of canvas and put a layer of gesso on there. I mean, yeah, a couple of layers of gesso, and make sure you let it dry. We'd do it days before, let it dry, and then maybe do our image transfer on that. And if you like the way it looks, you could use that as the cover for your book, and you could use whatever picture you want to use, but that could be like an option for your cover.
So Colleen, she's doing this image transfer with the old-fashioned way, not the jelly plate way.
No.
Transfer the image onto canvas.
Yeah. Not a jelly plate transfer, a real transfer. What I call a real transfer. Whoever bought them, they've gone out. They're out. Let me check where yours is. I'll check real quick. But yeah, everything. I usually put it if I don't send. Oops.
Oh,
if I
my bad.
on them that day, they go out the next day. So let me check here.
Good night, Lori. Okay, Jennifer was wanting to learn jelly plate transfer.
Oh, that's not happening with this thing.
No, Colleen was telling her where she could go watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell her where to go now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, who asked if I sent theirs out yet? Who was it? I just went over here and I went blank.
Vintage Art Chronicles Sharon O.
Oh, okay. Let me look here.
And Jennifer said also that fabric image of the lady. How are you doing that?
What image transfer of the lady?
The fabric image of the lady. I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me find Sharon's where it is. Let's see where it is. Hey, wait a minute. Let me look here. Her name's there. Where is it? She's going to be one of those mystery ones. Oh, this is strange. They refunded me. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to have to double check when I get off because it looks like they refund. Oh, no, this is from what month are we in?
October 1st.
Wait a minute. I'm glad you asked me. Let me backtrack here and see what this report is saying.
Hey, lady, here's your money back. We dumped your crap in the
Sharon.
trash.
Oh my gosh. I know. Crazy time, huh? When does it say? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this I printed out the label yesterday or day before. I can't get the date here. And it was scanned yesterday at the post office. So you're set to go. They scanned you. It's not saying where it is yet. That's why it got me confused. Okay, you're all set. You're all set. I scared myself there for a second. Okay, back. No, it got shipped. It did. Yeah, no problem. I scared myself though because it was like, wait a minute. But see, what I do is I print them out myself, and then I go and take them to the post office and put them in their bin inside, and then they have to scan it, right? And sometimes they scan it right away. Sometimes they take, a whole day to scan it. It's the post office just gotten crazy. So I have to get used to that so I don't scare myself.
Oh, Jennifer, well, she doesn't have her kit yet, so she's talking about the canvas prints of the lady holding the baby that you put in the kit.
Oh, so what was the question about that now?
Well, she said, "How are you doing that?" But she doesn't have hers to know that it's already done.
Oh, it comes that way, Jennifer. It comes that way. You don't have to do anything to it. She's just cute and pretty already. Ready for you to play with. Where is it? I don't have one handy. I tell you, I don't even have a kit for myself. I'm going to have to rummage through my stuff. I hope I have one of those left because I just mailed a couple out today. Oh, no, I remember. I do have some. I just don't know where they are right now. I have way too many things. Yeah. Anyway, it comes printed. It's already printed. Anything else? Oh, my legs. Oh, how are we going to use it? You can use it as a cover. You can use it instead of putting paper. You could have put the canvas on there. And then, you know what? I wish I knew. You know what, guys? I actually lost a journal. because I made about 4 of these journals, the prototypes, and because I'm getting so goofy in the head, and I'm so far ahead of where we are as a group, that people contacted me to purchase them, and so I sold them to them, which means, hello, I don't have the journal anymore to show you. But then there was this one journal I didn't sell because once I realized what I was doing, I said, oh, I'm not selling this one. And now I can't find it. I know I didn't sell it because I told myself, don't sell it. You have to show it to them what it looks like. And now it's lost. It's so funny. Oh, this isn't the journal, but here's the canvas piece that comes. It's all printed. That comes in your kit. And I'm sure I put it in a safe space. I know I put it in a safe space, and I have no idea where it is. So I'll hunt for that tomorrow and see if I can actually find the journal that I said I'm not going to sell. I hope you guys aren't as scatterbrained as I am. I told my husband that now I need a whole room just for my kits.
That's why he wants that warehouse.
So I don't lose stuff, because I mean literally I lost an entire journal. I have no idea where it is. And I put all the like things like together. I've got all of my stuff for the upcoming one together. I've got, maybe I stuck it, that was not there. I have the little autumn journals that I'm working on. I have all that stuff together in a bin. I have this bin here. So I don't know. I have no idea where they are. That's the scary part, where the book is. And the book that I'm looking for has the canvas girl on the cover. Because I figured, oh, I better save that because everybody got a canvas cover. They're going to want to see what they can do with her.
Lisa wants to know, can she order the Navajo boy on canvas?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see what I got here. Whoa, hello. You mean like the ones that I've already got, the ones that are already done, not nothing we're gonna do, right? Let me see. Okay, wake up, ladies.
Hello.
What is Darla saying? The cloth journals that other people made?
She said maybe you put it back where you put all the journals you were showing us that day, the cloth journals that other people make.
Oh, I just don't know. Because after that, since then is when I organized the stuff for this kit in one place, and it was there. So at some point, I don't know when, how, or whatever. And the problem is that journal is soft. It has a soft cover. So usually if I just, push on a pile, there's something hard, I go, oh, there's my journal. But it's a soft cover, so I can't find it that way. It's tricking me. Oh, well. What are you going to do? I hate when I lose stuff, though. It drives me absolutely nuts. But on a side note, look at this cool box. And wouldn't that make a cool cover?
Oh. What happened to Navajo Boy? Did you just skip right over him or what?
I showed him.
I know, but
I showed him. You blinked. I moved him.
She was talking about the ordering him. Can she order him on canvas?
Yeah, and I think I said, yeah. Didn't I say that?
Okay.
Okay. I said, yeah. There was a little inflection in my voice. Yeah. Anyway, I am pretty sure that I'm going to use some of these and make some other little journals with some of the canvas that I have. I think that would look pretty cool on there. And then figure out what else I'm doing inside. But it'll have a whole different look. It won't be just like a normal journal, hopefully. Have a little other slant to it. Dinner time. Oh my gosh. Well, ladies, any questions? We're going on 3 hours. If you have a specific question that, something we were already doing tonight that wasn't too clear, or a request that we fit in the next coming weeks that have to do with this journal, I can put it on my list and make sure that we do that, whatever it is, that we do that. Do-da day.
So 5 signatures with 10 pieces of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And so did you just take a piece of material and sew it in the middle of the paper?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the one that was the cardstock.
Yep.
And so I just got I cut it, I don't remember what it was, maybe like it looks like not even 2 inches strip. And I opened up the cardstock, laid the strip right on the fold, and then sewed it on the machine.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And I used some of my rusty fabrics on this particular one. And that's that.
That looks like the Flying Nun.
Who does?
She does. That
Who?
lady. That lady on the... Is that a lady on that picture? She was on the edge of the... No. Her.
There. I'm not sure if it's a lady or a guy, to tell you the truth. I mean, the hat and everything looks like it would be a guy, but I don't know. I don't know. The face features look like it could be a guy, but then the chin looks like a woman. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, that's your black tab there. That looks like...
I put it to look like a continuation of his hat.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, it worked. You're welcome, Darlene. Okay, so I guess we're all set for next week, right?
I think so.
It sounds like a plan to me.
As long as you show Colleen and Jean how you reinforced it and did that binding, they're good.
Yeah, well, that's the main point of this particular kit. So no problem. It's gonna happen. It will happen. All right. Is Betty around?
She's in there gluing a book for me.
Oh, well, after you get off, tell her thank you for us for
Sure.
letting you spend the time with us. And I guess I'll see you. Well, I'll probably see you somewhere between now and next Wednesday, but we will get together. And what kind of thread do you... I used wax linen on almost all of my journals. I use wax linen. This just happens to be brown. And I think the most common colors, you can get packs on Amazon, and it's got white, black, and brown.
Yep.
That's what I get, because I use my black or my white with my black and white journals, and then with my rusty stuff, I usually use my brown or the black. All right.
Awesome.
All right. Say good night, Susan.
Good night, Susan.
Good night, ladies.
Y'all have a good evening, ladies.